Hello students, this is my part 9 of question series Sexual Reproduction. Sexual reproduction in flowering plants. Flowering plants. So today we will discuss the important questions, that is question number 41. Which of the following represent which one of the following represents which one of the following represents an ovule where the embryo sac becomes horse-so shaped and the funiculus and micropyle funiculus and micropyle are close to each other. So first option is Amphitropus. Second option Sarsinotropus. C option Atropus. D Anatropus. So it is important here that this horse-so shaped, that means there is bending, and this embryo sac as well as the nucleus they bend, the funiculus they lies nearer to each other, and mainly this is found in, that is, Alismaceae and Botomaceae, family, Alismaceae and Botomaceae family, this is found. So this is nothing but this type of horse-so shaped, that is horse-so shaped embryo sac is mainly found in the Amphitropus. So this is the correct option. Then question number 42. In a type of apomixis, known as adventive embryony. Embryos develop directly from the first option is nucellus or integument. Then B option is, that is, zygote, and C option is synergids or antipodals. In an embryo sac. And D option is accessory embryo sac accessory embryo sac in the ovule. So particularly this apomixis, you know that this which mimics the sexual reproductions, and particular adventive embryony is very important. So here what happens, the nuclear cells or integumentary diploid cells, they enter into the embryo sac and develop into the embryo. So this is the correct answer. Next 43, question number 43. Through which cell of the embryo sac, which cell of the embryo sac, which cell of the embryo sac does the pollen tube enter the embryo sac, So the first option is egg cell, the second option is persistent synergid, C degenerated synergids, and D central cell. So really what happens at the time of entry into the embryo sac, here the egg apparatus, ovum and the synergids are there. Really synergids disintegrates. So but through who is the that is pollen tube enters. So the correct answer is degenerated synergids. Then 44, question number 44. An ovule which becomes curved, so that the nucleus and embryo sac lie at right angles to the funicle is, the first option is hemitropous, the second option is campylotropous, and third option is anatropous, and fourth is orthotropous. So ovule which becomes curved so that the nucleus and embryo sac lie at right angles, that means we can draw this type of structure also, right angles, funiculus and the embryo sac nucleus. So the correct answer is hemitropous. The last questions, in a flowering plants, Archaeosporium gives rise to, first option only tapetum and sporogenous cell, sporogenous cell. B option, only the wall of the sporangium, only the wall of the sporangium Then C option, both wall and the sporogenous cells and D option, wall and the tapetum. So this is very important that flowering plant Archaeosporium, particularly Archaeosporium initials or Archaeosporium cells first, which really differentiate from the mass of parenchymatous tissue, primary parietal cells and primary sporogenous cells. This will gives the what, that is wall layer, and this will gives the sporogenous tissue. So in this way we can, this is responsible of both the wall as well as sporogenous cells. So this is the correct answer. So this you can see and observe and follow up the class videos of this chapter. So next we will again go to the series 10.